Listen, happy Thursday. Listen, we're back in the building for trending topics. And you know, today's title is Deception. Yeah, it is. Deception, honey. And then who we talking about with this deception? Well, we got some people to talk about. You know, Sherri Shepherd was over there on Watch What Happens Live with Andy. And you know, Andy messy. And anybody who goes on Andy and don't realize ahead of time that he's just messy, they're a little off themselves, right? So he asked a question about Britney Spears' memoir. And she responded saying, why would I buy a memoir when all I'm going to hear is crazy, 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 crazy? So the Britney Spears fans came after her, saying, don't be calling our Britney crazy. We're going to talk about it. Now, Jeezy, he filed for divorce how many weeks ago? Now, it's in debate whether he sideswiped on Jeannie Mai, okay? You know, because she said she was shocked at first, thought they was trying to work it out or whatever the case may be. But she finally came to terms with it. Why? Because on her Instagram, she dropped the last name Jenkins. Said, oh, okay, you don't want me? I think she woke up. And after all this time, he comes out and gives this ridiculous statement, trying to deceive us, trying to play with us. No, Jeezy, you can't play with us. Now, you don't play with Jeannie Mai, but you ain't going to play with us. Not going to play in our face. Now, you remember the actress from 12 Years a Slave? She finally got her boyfriend. And they only lasted about, I think, 365 days or something like that. She said he deceived her. She had to go. She's heartbroken. She wiped him clean off of her Instagram. Said she was deceived by that brother. You know what? Every now and then when the people speak on this platform, sometimes I don't connect at the moment. But you know, he gave us some numbers about the black man. And I was like, ooh, are those numbers right? Are those numbers true? I don't know. I'm not sure. But every time we turn around, the black man cutting a fool and deceiving some what do I want to say? Deceiving the female that they with. Now, Jeezy, you knew this girl wasn't of your same culture when you asked her to marry you. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about the cultural differences? Go sit down somewhere. Y'all know what I need because I want to board this train. I want to board the train and the platform is full, honey. And last night, come on, thank you, Dobbs. Some unassuming female. Thank you for giving me the words. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I know that's right. Hey, everybody. Come on now. Hit the like button. Y'all been cheating me lately. I should go on vacation again. Yeah, y'all been cheating me. I go count up the tickets afterwards, and I'm always short. I know how y'all really feel about me. Every time I count up the tickets, I come up short. Come on, Raheem. Don't cheat the diva. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. I need to board this plane and this train, and I see y'all doing your thing out there. Come on now. I need a what? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It is Trending Topics Thursday. And when you miss the Trending Topics over here, you miss what a show. Because if you missed last night, you better go back and check it out because we had a show. If anybody sees Sebastian out there, see him around, resuscitate him. We ain't mean for all of that to happen. Resuscitate him. Puff some life back into our brother because he went down last night. It went down. But listen, I got to board this platform, okay? We got to bring the people in. Oh, my God. She said 13.2 million. Hey, E. Hey, Dedon.
Hey,
what's going on?
Come on now.
Hi, Diva.
Hey, Savannah, Aces. Come on.
Hey,
Denzel.
Diva. Hey,
Denzel.
Hey,
Hey,
Diva.
Diva. Hey, everybody.
Come on now.
yes, for the
Hit the like button, everybody.
Hit the like
Don't
button,
cheat the diva.
everybody. Don't
Don't
cheat.
take the diva.
And subscribe too.
Come
So
on now.
Florida.
Come
Right.
on now. Show some love for Sebastian out there. Sebastian, we don't know where you at right now. Maybe
Diva, the husband said, keep that train rolling.
Keep that train going. Listen, he might be in the ICU, but we're sending you love, Sebastian. Yes, we are.
Can I say something real quick?
Really quick, Dustin, because I'm trying to have a quick train right here. Yes.
I'm so sorry last night, Dave. I couldn't make it last night.
You missed the train?
I missed the train last night. I couldn't make it. But I want to say something, and I want you to think about this, David.
Okay.
I want you next week. I want you to join me and Juice on the panel for 90 Day Fiance. That would really mean a lot to me because I had a special guest today, and I think he's gonna be on with us every week. And I had a special guest with me, Juice, and Jonathan Speaks.
Okay.
And I think I would like you to join next week.
Okay, I do not watch 90 Day Fiance, but for you, Dustin, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Okay. Now we ain't gonna get no commitment on live here. Don't be trying to trap me, Dustin. We buddies, okay? Don't be trying to do that. But I'm gonna see what I could do, Dustin, because I have to peek at this show, the 90 Day Fiance, okay? But
yeah, it's getting interesting. So you're gonna have to get caught up, David. You got 2 episodes to get caught up on, and it's getting interesting. So it meant a lot to me if you get to join next week.
All right, Dustin. I'm gonna see what I could do. Okay. Lakeisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Resuscitation for Sebastian. He tried it. Come on, Sheila. No entrapments, okay? Don't be doing that on the live. No entrapment.
Sebastian left me a note. I thought he signed off "Do not resuscitate." So let's leave him where he is.
I have to say something else about Sherri Shepherd. Yeah, I don't want nobody attacking on Sherri Shepherd on this panel. Now, come on now. Sherri Shepherd.
Sherri can get it.
Hold on, guys. Please mute, because y'all going to try to take me into overtime. I didn't even start yet. So please mute, and I'm going to go through story number 1. So everybody mute, and you will get your chance to talk, okay? So, but right now, I need y'all to go on mute. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this party started, all right? And we might as well go ahead. We might as well go ahead and start with Sherri Shepherd. So let me pull this up here. Where's Sherri's story at? Come on now. I want to talk about the Sherri Shepherd situation. All right. So Sherri Shepherd slammed for calling Britney's fans crazy on Watch What Happens Live with Andy. Okay. So Sherri Shepherd enraged the Britney army when she called the pop star crazy during the game of Do You Give a Damn on Wednesday night's episode of Watch What Happens Live. Host Andy Cohen asked his guests whether they cared about Spears' highly anticipated memoir, The Woman in Me. Now, this is just a side note to y'all. Why y'all beating down Jada for telling all the business, and Britney is telling all the business up in this memoir, The Woman in Me? You know, Justin Timberlake got a whole family now, and she rehashing back when they was 19. But I'll continue. Actress what's her name? Issa Rae answered first, telling the Bravo Honcho 55 that she's eager to read the book, given the Grammy winner 41 has been dropping a lot of tea in the excerpts that have already been released. She said that her ex-boyfriend Justin Timberlake cheated on her with another celebrity. The Insecure star 38 shrieked, prompting Shepherd to ask another musketeer. Okay, let's see what happens here. When Cohen questioned whether she meant that she gave a damn about Spears' tell-all, the comedian replied, "Not really, because how many chapters you gonna have? Crazy, 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 and crazy." Sherri Rae let out disappointmently, to which Shepherd responded unapologetically, "I said it." But fans were furious over the disgusting dig, with many online calling the daytime talk show host part of the problem that has turned Britney into a victim. Why would you call someone that went through so much scrutiny from the media and destroyed her mentally crazy? One of the several critics tweeted, while someone else noted, "Yikes, that's not very nice of her," which was followed by, "I need this woman to be held accountable for her words immediately." They talk about Sherri Shepherd. A fourth person said, "What an extremely dismissive thing to say about someone who survived such trauma. Who else has single-handedly push the public to re-examine conservatorships to this degree. She has. Others take aim at Sherri, quipping things like, her show is the kind of show you're forced to watch in the waiting room at the dentist's office. I'd rather be crazy and fun than boring as hell, LOL. Another jokes at her, what's crazy is thinking you can never replace Wendy Williams. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But a few pointed out that social media users shouldn't stoop to Shepard's level. As one person posted, I hope she do some self-searching. I know we're angry with what she said, but we need to hit back with a nice way though. Respect others if you want people to respect you. Okay, so some people are mad at Sherri Shepherd. Others are saying, give her a little break. It's messy. E, what are your thoughts? Are you there, E, or do I need to come back? Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
You're okay.
The reason Brittany is praised for sharing her trials and tribulations, but Jada is villainized is because Jada is a Black woman.
Oh.
And Black women are expected to take it on the chin, ride or die, and buy into the illusion of struggle love. Oh. When a Black woman stands up, especially a Black woman in position and has privilege behind her as well as wealth, and she stands up and she stands out and says, I am unhappy with my husband. I am unhappy with monogamy. And I truly enjoy being sexually liberated. See, sexual liberation, that was the white woman's battle back in the day. Right. And so I do feel like if more Black women took that approach, then where would the Black men go? Because they don't get their pickings of, they're not going to be able to get the Kardashians because they can't afford the Kardashians. So and this was Kevin Samuel's point, and I believe Tyler Perry's as well. If all the Black women have the expectations this high, but it's so many Black men who can only afford the light bill and nothing else, no car note, no mortgage, no water bill, just the electricity, then who will they mate with? Who will keep them warm at night? Who will run their bath water? Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
Jada is a threat to patriarchy. Last thing, Sherri has to pick another struggle. This is another example of why Sherri should not be in that Wendy Williams slot. I know that she's not trying to be Wendy Williams, but for me, her being there at the same time and having the same show structure, I don't like it. Wendy said it like she meant it. And Sherri is always, in my opinion, trying to play goody two-shoes. I don't like my gossip with too much syrup on top. I like it served straight up, no chaser. And when we talk about craziness, what's crazy to me is that you would chase this man around who could only afford the light bill. Speaking of Tyler Perry, Sherri's ex-husband could only afford the light bill, if that. And you chased him around, you bought some eggs and mixed it with his sperm and then left him, and now you're stuck paying child support. That's crazy to me for a baby that's not even blood related to you. So, and you want to talk about Brittany? I think some things Sherri should just keep her mouth shut about. And don't gossip about a white woman to a white man. Sherri, you know better.
All right, boom. 1 second, Don. I am coming to you, but give me 1 second. Let's hear Sherri say this herself, okay? Let me see if my internet gonna be nice today.
Sherri, do you give a damn?
Not really, because how many chapters you gonna have? Crazy. I said it.
All right. So that's what she said. She said, I said it. I said what I said. Okay. Dawn, what are your thoughts?
I know the Tasmanian devil did not sit up there and have the nerve to call somebody crazy. Now, if somebody came and looked at your son,
oh my,
and I'm gonna just leave it there.
Okay. 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 You're good, Don? All right.
You got to watch what you say when you're in daytime TV, lady.
Yes.
Okay? You're just two steps from getting canceled yourself. Okay? That's all people just have to do is remember. Okay? It just takes a thought. And remember how nasty and mean you were, Miss The Earth Was Flat. I mean, did you drop out in the 5th grade? With bruh man?
From the 5th floor.
And in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, okay, then boom, there it is. There it is. In my opinion.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Sherri, let me tell you, what's crazy is you putting a camera in your son's room to watch your son and his girlfriend play video games. Now that's crazy, okay? So you have no room to talk about what's crazy. I'm gonna need you to stay in your lane, okay? Stay in your lane and be messy on your TV show that's going downhill, okay? Because you have no room to talk. That lady went through a lot of struggles, and her struggles won your struggle. Her game won your game. So I need Sherri to stay in her place because she already floating on thin ice as it is.
Okay, thank you. In my opinion, Julius, your thoughts?
Brittany has gone through a lot, and we've been wanting her to speak in her own words, not by a conservatorship. So the main difference with her is Jada always had the freedom to speak. Brittany didn't. So Brittany's taking advantage of, finally, I can speak in my own tone and my own words, and that's what she's doing. And she's not holding back, and I applaud her for it. So it really has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with mistreatment. Because one had ample opportunity to always speak, but just chose not to, where the other did not. And if she did speak up, she was threatened with not seeing her kids, being drugged up, high out of her mind, or being told, "Oh, you're just hallucinating. It didn't happen." So that's the difference.
All right. Thank you, Julius. I appreciate you. Aces, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Julius. I think that, Brittany has gone through a lot. I think that Sherri is she's still trying to find her way. She's been in this game for a while. She's been a stand-up comedian. She's been on The View, but I feel like she has not found her footing. And so she's continuously trying to I don't know. Maybe she's trying to spark some kind of controversy to garner views or garner attention. I don't know. It's not working though, right? Like it's working against her, unfortunately. But I do feel like, Brittany, she has been battle tested since the days of the Disney Musketeers. You know what I mean? Like she's been in this game since she was a kid. So yeah, I agree with Julius and the rest of the panel. I feel like, Sherri should not, be so heavy on other people because show business is hard. I mean, it's hard on people who are just trying to make a living and trying to find their way.
Right. No, I agree. I thought the comments was out of pocket and out of line. Lakeisha, you are right. Thank you for the super chat. She said, Emmanuel, Sherri's son has a disability, and so does Britney Spears, which makes what she said even more egregious. And
exactly. Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head right there. You hit the nail on the head. You should be more understanding if anybody.
Yes.
The nail on the head. Thank you, Aces. I appreciate your thoughts. Savannah, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I completely agree with that comment. What's crazy is that Sherri thought that that was funny, and the world has been witnessing Britney going through some mental health struggles for the past few years. You know, dancing with knives and you know these routines and everything, and for her to make light of her situation and think it was comical fell extremely short and absolutely out of pocket and out no way funny in any way. It's Sherry is not worthy of the purple chair in no sense. And being that her son is also on the spectrum, Sherry should know better. So she fell short of being a comedian, a mother, and I side eye Sherry on that. Definitely not a fan of Sherry Shepherd at all. So and I am looking forward to reading Brittany's book, and I don't compare her and Jada. I see it as apples and oranges, and I don't see it as a black and white issue either. So where one had been struggling with mental health, being controlled by her family, where Jada has been lying to the public and been free to speak and tell her story, where Brittany's been controlled. I don't see it as the same thing.
Yeah, no, I got you. I hear you. Felicia, your thoughts?
Good evening, everybody. I really don't follow that kind of celebrity gossip as much as maybe other folks do. But what I do notice is that particularly, and everybody don't come for me now, come for me. But it seems like a lot of my brown and beige and caramel color sisters love to get on this thing with Andy Cohen and just demean themselves and others. What does Andy Cohen have that they're so willing to entertain him at the expense of other people's hurts or
talking? Yes.
I'm looking at this clip and I'm like, I thought Sherri looked great on the show. That dress color looked fantastic. So I'm like, why were you feeling so insecure that you had to go there on an issue that you knew was sensitive?
Right.
And that Britney is an established star. She's not up and coming. She is persevered through 3-4 decades in this entertainment business.
Come on,
she has a tremendous amount of followers. I think something like 40 million on Instagram. Why would you want to take that on to entertain this low-budgeted, bigoted white man who seems to have an opportunity to get you employed? It's offensive. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and I don't even believe that Sherri knows Britney. I don't think she's ever had lunch with her. I don't think she's ever had a conversation with her. So my perspective is that she's doing this just to entertain Andy. And I agree with E. She should have known better than to go after that mayonnaise-looking woman. I wouldn't have done it. It wasn't good business.
And we talked about business yesterday a little bit with Young Jock.
Right.
Yeah. And you see, even Issa Rae was like, all right, come on, Sherri. Like you ain't got to go there.
She tilt her head back like, girl.
Yeah, because you know what, that Issa Rae, she knows business. If you want to know about business, you better ask somebody. Ask that chick right there. She knows business. Stay true to herself the whole time. If you ever, I wish I knew what that interview was. She did a great interview about her whole story, about how she wasn't going to change herself to fit the norm. And she did that whole HBO show with her natural hair. And I ain't got nothing against, do what you want to do. You know me, I really don't care. But I'm just saying how that girl stood true to herself. And so she sat there. She know how to go play in the sand, but not become one. He wasn't going to get her. She said, I'm looking forward to getting the book and reading it because the girl already spilled a lot of tea. Bravo to Issa Rae. And Sherri Shepherd fell right in the booby trap.
And we knew Justin
and
Timberlake was a lie.
And thought it was funny. And clearly you can see that Britney has a lot going on. You're dancing nude with the knives and all of that stuff right there. Yeah, it's a public relations nightmare. Come on, Felicia, with the facts. Yeah, come on. She's a real one. Dustin, I know this your girl, Sherri Shepherd. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
You're really not going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay.
I think that Andy Cohen has a lot to do with this, Diva. I really do.
Okay.
Andy Cohen, it's his show. What happens live is his job to put these people on this show.
Okay.
I don't think that he should have put her in that kind of situation.
Oh.
I think Sherri Shepherd did not do nothing wrong. I think what Bravo needs to do is get the hell out of it, get the heck out of Andy Cohen and get rid of it. Because he's going to take that work down the hills even further, even more. That show is went down heck. What the hell?
Whew. All right. So Dustin said it's Andy Cohen's fault. All right, you heard? Whew.
Oh, Andy Cohen spoke for it then.
I'm not saying that in my opinion. I'm just saying that's his show. He should be putting these people.
It may be his show, but the words came out of her mouth.
Well, I know, but that's Sherri. In my opinion, Sherri did nothing wrong.
All right.
We're going to have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, let him go. That's Dustin's feelings. We got to let him have his feelings. Yeah, come on now. Woo, woo, woo. Denzel, your thoughts?
Woo, woo, woo. Listen, I try to like Sherri Shepherd. Don't get me wrong, I do like Sherri Shepherd.
Right.
And she looked nice on the on Andy's show. I like Andy too, but Andy, he was being messy for asking her that question. And she was being messy for the reaction she gave. Yeah, she's a comedian, but everything is not funny.
Right.
Everything is not funny. And for Sherri Shepherd to say crazy. Okay, what Sherri Shepherd needs to understand is that, and I like Britney Spears too. Well, I saw the videos of Britney Spears when she was dancing around, with knives and stuff, and in her house when she was twirling around. I was like, what is going on? But I know that something is mentally wrong with Britney Spears, and I feel sorry for her because her family did her wrong. Okay, her family did her wrong, and she went through a lot. And so yeah, so Sherri Shepherd, she was wrong for saying what she said. That was not right. And well, excuse me, I'm sorry, Diva, but she should have been more empathetic. She should have been more empathetic because Sherri Shepherd should have used her words wisely.
Yeah, she should have.
She should have used her words wisely, and because God forbid something happened to her, and she made a book, right? God forbid something happened to her, and she wrote a book, and then people was asking them questions, or will you read her book? And they will say, oh, was she crazy? Well, it'd be crazy, crazy, crazy. You know, like you got to watch what you say. Like Whitney used to be saying, like when Whitney Houston said to when what Whitney Houston said to Wendy Williams, which I like Wendy Williams, but she said, "Watch what you say. Watch what you say." So Sherri Shepherd, she was wrong for that. That was disgusting. That's it, and that's all, Diva.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, Sherri Shepherd got to do better. You know, and if you can't come up with something comedic in the moment that's not going to be hurtful, I just totally connect to what you're saying, Felicia. What was her point? What was the need? Why and for what? Okay. And if anything, I would have been like, Andy, I already got the book. Thanks. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to our next story. Because you know, Jeezy, he's messy. He waited all this time, and now all of a sudden, he wants to come out and talk about, you know, he didn't just decide to dissolve his marriage, you know, overnight. Let me present this. You know, the deception of it all. And the fact that, you know, he want to now announce cultural differences. Did you not realize who she was when you started dating her? Again, when you dropped your seed in her? Again, when you said I do to her? Again, when you asked her to marry you? So Jeezy breaks his silence after filing for a divorce from Jeannie Mai. Comes with a heavy heart. The rapper filed for divorce from the host of The Real in September. Jeezy is speaking out about ending his marriage to Jeannie Mai Jenkins for the first time since filing for divorce in September. On Thursday, the rapper 46 released a statement about the decision he and the host of The Real 44 made to end their marriage after 2.5 years. The decision to end this chapter in my life was not made impulsively and comes with a heavy heart. The Grammy-nominated artist said, "Despite this, my love and respect for Jeannie remains, and the time we spend together holds a cherished place in my heart." If it remains, you would uncouple nicely, Jeezy. You would figure out what y'all gonna do with that mansion that you're both living in but not speaking to each other, and y'all separated, but y'all together in the house. It's a mess. If you loved and cherished her, you would figure this thing out, like ASAP. Okay? Jeezy, whose real name is J. Wayne Jenkins, also referred to his daughter Monica, who he and the TV personality welcomed in January 2022. He says, "Our beautiful daughter is the best gift from our relationship, and I'm committed to assuring she feels the love and stability she deserves. During this period, I kindly request you respect our family's privacy as we focus on healing," the hip hop star's statement concludes. Listen, respect our privacy, Jeezy, and don't say nothing. Just shut your mouth. He didn't say nothing when he filed for the divorce in September. It's almost November, and now he's talking. I don't want to hear it because he didn't even say anything. Jeezy filed for divorce from Jenkins on September 14th in Atlanta, Georgia. According to the documents obtained by People, the filing says the former couple is currently living in a bona fide state of separation and that their marriage is irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation. The pair, who began dating in 2018, okay, that's 2018, right? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. What is that, 6 years together? They tied the knot in 2021. So 6 years together, 2 years married, and a baby, and it's a wrap. Had a prenuptial agreement in place per the documents. According to the documents, the put-on-paper rapper wants to share joint legal custody of their daughter. The recording artist is also a father of 2 other children. So do you see the connection from last night? Just leaving broken home after broken home after broken home. Okay? Because he wake up, he loves her, he cherishes her, but he can't stay together with her. After 2 years it's a wrap. Now I ain't gonna go through the rest of this stuff. It's the same stuff that's been out there for a whole minute. And he talking about his book and all the things, and he's selling his book too. This is the year of breakups, divorces, and memoirs. Because Jeezy wrote a book too. E, your thoughts? Are you there? Should I skip you? Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. It's me moving the mouse over. I have two screens, and so that's what takes me so long. But anyways, when I saw it comes with a heavy heart, I was thinking, what heart? He said his love and respect for her remained, yet she was blindsided by the divorce and had to shut down her social media to shield herself from the embarrassment. Now, like you said, Diva, he has no respect for her because remember, he asked her to move across the country. She had to give up her job, give up her values. Remember, she didn't even want children. And then he asked her to give up her language, so to speak, and the family because, they were speaking Vietnamese and he only wanted them to speak in English because he was too lazy to learn the language. How do you say that you have respect for someone and their culture, but you don't even have enough respect for them to learn the language? Okay. Then he wanted her mother to move out of the house. Like, come on, this is not respect at all. What it is you give up everything and do everything I say. And the trade-off is that you get to say that you're married to me. Okay, pretty resistible to me. Now, the ending is they're irretrievably broken, but it was always broken because they were broken people when they decided to become whole. When you meet a man and he has 3 baby mamas, yes, and he has 2 children under the age of 10 before you, and he's not even cool with them. And you think that you're going to get with him and it's going to be magically different? No. You went 44 years of life without being a single mom, and now here you are. You get with this black man, and now you're just like the rows and rows and rows and rows of women down at the courthouse trying to figure out how the hell did I get in this situation, and now I got to get this man to pay me some child support. Now, Sebastian's answer yesterday, oh, just get you a plane ticket. Okay, go venture out, because it's the Black American women that can't seem to get it right. The Black American women, they're the problem. Okay, well, isn't that what Jeezy did? He got him a woman that didn't have the American values. Jeannie Ma didn't have the American values. She tried to stay true to her culture. She tried to stay true to her culture, wanted her mom to be there. It's the black man that said, no, abandon your culture and come live like I do. Do what I do in Atlanta. Come live in Decatur and come live as I do. Okay, so when Sebastian says the answer is to venture out, no. Once you venture out, and I'm excluding the Dom from this because it's something there, but and I'm excluding Dustin, Denzel, and Julius for the record, and Royer. But when I tell you, let these black men fly across the seas and go get those women that Sebastian was talking about yesterday. These women are going to find out what the black women already know. Girl, you're not getting anything but a bag of hot garbage.
Get them.
And yes, and Black women are not the problem. The problem is the way that society has raised these men. We've failed these men by not giving them consequences. The government has already told us how to deal with the men, and Diva told us last night they only understand the sound of those bars on the jail cell closing at the end of the night when it's only one piece of cornbread left. They only understand red and blue lights chasing behind their car on the highway when they got their rolling papers or their wrapping papers, not some residue still left over. They only understand consequences. This is why when the men enroll in the army, they talk to them a certain type of way. They put them on a strict schedule. I had a man tell me one time, and hopefully no one would disagree. Hopefully no one will be offended. It's kind of like a puppy. You have to train them up in the way you want them to go, and you have to do it very early on and be consistent. So when everybody wants to take their dump on black women and say we're the problem in America and the men need to venture out, let them venture out. I hope they all get on the plane and go to the same place. Send them to Sebastian's country, okay, and see how many babies over there, because I'm sure they won't be able to get as much social what's the word? Social welfares they could probably get in the States. But let the men go over there and dump all their sperm off over there, make all those broken babies and broken homes. And let's see what those Haitian women and Caribbean women feel about that.
Whew. Well, thank you, E. Dadon, your thoughts?
He is so shady. And Sebastian is here.
My baby mama.
Yeah.
Ooh,
man.
For me, I'm here. Hey, Sebastian. We're glad you got resuscitated. Go ahead, Dadon.
I'm not going to put this with black and white. I'm going to put this with Messy Jeannie and Jeezy.
Ooh.
Jeannie is not the Christian values woman, the pure wife. She was married to a decent man who just wanted a child.
Okay. Yeah, she was. Okay, come on.
And she told him, I'm never going to have children.
You better speak.
Because I just want to concentrate on myself and my career.
You better talk.
But then this rich black man
come on.
Came on the show.
Well.
She batted her eyes.
Come on now.
And he looked in her eyes. And then they fell in love. When the show was when the show was canceled June 3rd, 2022.
Not the date.
She said, this man has cash. I'm out of a job. I'm going where he resides, to Atlanta.
Go ahead, preacher. Go ahead.
I don't mind getting pregnant by him because my first husband didn't have the money that this black man has.
Ooh, say it again.
But he said, oh no. Jeezy said, oh no. We're going to do this good prenup, and we're going to do this good just in case you're going to get a certain amount. Now, word on the street is in Atlanta that she did move her mother in. But the caveat is the mother didn't want to move out. Now, it comes a point in time when you have a baby, and sometimes it's absolutely necessary for the mothers, to come in and help with the children, to rear the children, especially at the early ages, to help the mothers out sometimes when the father leaves. It's good to have the mothers there instead of hiring someone.
Facts.
When the baby is young. But you're not staying in my house.
Oh my gosh.
You're not going to reside and change your address.
Oh my goodness.
You're not forwarding your mail.
Ooh.
You can get a P.O. box.
Oh my
but
God.
you're gonna have a return date back to your house. You're not moving your mom, your dad, your cousins in my house. And word on the street is that's the reason why Jeezy put in that divorce. Now, with that divorce, he's also going for joint and physical custody. Now, he was quiet until she wasn't.
Oh my God.
When she opened her mouth, he opened his. Now, they both could have remained silent. Ain't that what the police say? But she decided to open her mouth. She did. So we can't blame him for covering his butt. She went on the Messy Sherri Shepherd show. And soon after that, that's when he released his statement.
That's facts. That's facts.
Well, may the church say amen.
This goes out to all the baby mamas.
The shade.
Now shout out to the baby mamas out there.
The baby mamas.
Woo. Nana got to get a round trip ticket, you said. Do not change your address, but you can't get a P.O. box. But ain't nothing that you order coming up to this house. Oh, my goodness. Well, I will say this. You are correct. After she ran her mouth, he felt the need to say his response. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Come on now. Pretty Me J, no love for Jeannie Mai Jenkins. Good gosh. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Okay. So let me just say this. Okay. First of all, I am with E on this. Okay. First of all, he evidently don't know the black culture neither.
Oh my goodness.
Because he ain't taking care of his other two kids neither, and they're by black women. So evidently he don't know the culture there neither. And he treats them like trash too. So I guess he don't know our culture neither. I'm so done with people saying they don't know the culture, but you knew the culture enough to stay with her for 6 years. You knew the culture enough to stick it in her and drop your seed off. Okay, but you don't know the culture when you ain't getting your way. Miss me with this. This is that man privilege stuff that they want to hustle out here. And let me tell you something. Jeezy ain't been nothing for a while, okay? When he the ones that was saying, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm gonna beat him like a dog, and then pass him to my dog. That man is trash, okay? He goes in the trash bucket with Antonio Brown and the rest of them. He is trash too. Dump him in the dumpster and let's start the fire. Burn him behind the up. Justice for the babies.
Justice for the babies. Felicia, your thoughts?
Well, thank you, to Don, for that public announcement to all the baby mamas out there, because you really broke it down. You have everything, and then you have nothing but BS.
Oh,
and when we talked about this before, I said this, and it still is in my head, that when they took that trip to Vietnam, where her family was from, and really introduced him to the culture, and they talked about bringing over mama's family and the cousins, and what that was going to look like, and how they're going to stay with the family for a while till they can get exposed to the American culture and get their paperwork in order. I think Mr. Jeezy said he didn't want that. And it was unfortunate, because it seems to me that Jenny would have been open to doing something other than. But according to how this went, they went on this trip, and as soon as they got back, he went to see this lawyer. And so it's very unfortunate for her, because as the Don pointed out, she didn't want any children. She waited a whole long time to even think about it. She didn't have a job. She needed some cash. She likes her dark meat, and it looked good to her. And now it's gone very bad, and it's very sour. And this little baby girl is caught up in a mess of lies. He could have just said, I just don't want to foot the bill for your family and their needs. And just told her she had to pay for it. And I just don't, they could have had a whole different residence. They didn't have to come stay with them. But he didn't want to pay for it.
Deception.
Yeah.
Ace, yeah. Aces, your thoughts?
I agree. My question is, what made her go from not wanting to have children with her past husband that she was with over a decade? And, when she was on The Real, she was saying, I like my dark meat on the side, piggybacking off of what Felicia just said, to wanting, to have a baby with Jeezy so quickly, knowing that he has other children that obviously he wasn't, involved in their lives. Like, what will make her want to build a family with Jeezy as opposed to her husband? Like, that's my question. Has anyone asked her that? Because I know that, she's been on the, Sherri Shepherd show, and, she's been out there. I'm just curious, has anyone asked her that, or has anyone, gotten that answer? Because that's my only question. Like, what's what was the difference between these two men? The husband that you were with for over a decade wanted, children with you. You didn't want kids with him, which is, fine. That's her choice. But now that she is had a child, after saying, she was so, anti-kids for so long, now, Jeezy's like, he's dropped her, like he dropped his other, the women that he had children with. I mean, it's a pattern of behavior. It was,
you better talk about that.
Right, a pathology, right? And it's unfortunate. But here's the thing, it's like, at the same time, she said she wanted her dark meat on the side and her white meat, keeps her lean. So I'm trying to, put the puzzle pieces together, like her thought process and her rationale. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. It doesn't make sense to me, but what are your thoughts? I don't know.
Well, Leo says she said on the real, she felt safe with Jeezy to have a child. How messy is that? So do you stay with somebody 10 years and didn't feel safe?
Right. That part, Diva. Right.
Deception. The deception of it all. Right? You say, and why not? Just like, so you know what? Just like you played that husband and said you didn't want a baby, you want your career, you this, you that, you the other, and you never wanted to be a mother because you bonded with what's the other girl? What's the comedian that was on there? Because she says she don't ever want to have kids.
Lonnie Love.
Lonnie Love.
Yeah.
They was bonding over that.
Lonnie Love, that was a Lonnie Love.
Yeah, then you meet Jeezy, and then now everything's good.
But his pattern of behavior.
Well, but see, you know what a lot of girls do, Aces? They see the pattern and the first thought in their head is not me. It won't be me. Come on, ask Khloe Kardashian. He's leaving pregnant chick. She pregnant.
Right.
She pregnant.
You're right.
Like if that ain't a sure sign for you that he would do that to somebody that she ain't even pushed out the baby yet. I would have told that brother, I don't think so. I stay single first.
And remember that video that we had? Khloe had all the smoke for Jordan Woods, but none of it for Tristan, where it belonged.
None.
Yep.
Yeah, they never think it won't be me. He loves me. I'm different than you. I look better than you. Child, girl, it's the patterns.
It is the pattern. Yep, you're right.
I look at the patterns. How many baby behavior do you have?
Yep.
How many children do you have?
Wow.
Do you speak to your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers? Do you have any long-term friends? I need some information.
Come on now. Come on. Speak on it.
I need the resume. And if you don't have no resume, don't apply. And you better have some references. I need to speak to these people. Come on. If you got a baby mother and y'all not talking, I got to look into it a little further. If you got 3 baby mothers and none of them want to talk to you, I'm good. Yep. I'm not going to be number 4.
Exactly.
Lakeisha, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, I'm with the Don. When she was with the other guy, she had blonde highlights, dressed preppy, and liked her dark meat on the side. So you know what? She liked her. You see how they said the power of the tongue? She liked her dark meat on the side. And
the power of the tongue, Diva. Come on, yes.
That's where he gonna be. He gonna be on the side now. He gonna be on the side now. Cause he out. Okay. She got with Jeezy. She dressed edgy and urban. She thought she was better than the other baby mamas. Now she know what she know. Thank you for the super chat. You better act like you know. You ain't gonna treat me no better than her. And if you can talk to me and you got a wife in your house, that means that if I become the wife, you're gonna be talking to somebody else on the side. No, I'm good.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
I'm good. Julius, your thoughts?
I would have gave Freddie the baby. That's just my comment on the situation. I would have still been with Freddie, not having to worry about having to go to the child support office every couple of months. I would have just been with my Freddie. Listen, my baby would have been taken care of, a decent he would have had a consistent father, because hold on, he's not consistent with his other kids. He talks about his other kids, but he's not consistent. So I would have stayed with the ex-husband. I would have gone through therapy, worked on myself, everything else.
Thank you, Julius.
So
So you go ahead. I'm sorry.
And it's just like, it seems like she set herself up in a way. If you feeling so incomplete, whatever else, you need to work on yourself. You don't run from your problems. Now she has no choice.
Yeah, she got no choice. It's her and little mama, and little mama's gorgeous. You said Sherri was drunk, but see, you know what? Blame it on the alcohol, but you gonna pay the price for what you say when you drunk. They said a drunk. What is that saying about a drunk? A drunk mind, it speaks a sober heart.
A drunk mind tells no lies.
Truth.
There you
A
go.
drunk speaks a sober mind. Yep.
There you go. Boom. She meant what she said, because she said, I said what I said.
Yeah.
Dustin, what do you think about Jeezy? Are you there, Dustin? All right, guys, I gotta move on from Dustin. Maybe he's working out, getting off of mute issues. Denzel, your thoughts?
Diva, I want to ask you a question real quick. Didn't Jenny's ex-husband Freddie, didn't he cheat on her?
I don't know about all that.
Oh.
But my thing
No, because that's what I heard. I heard allegedly he cheated on her. That's why I was asking.
No, maybe it towards the end, because he already knew that she was mentally done and she didn't want to have the baby. He was begging her for a baby for years.
But see, this is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a thing. People, they can ask for a child, but the thing is, if that person is not ready to have a child, then they just not ready.
Right.
But you can't. And now I don't know if he did that to her. I don't know, because like I said, allegedly I heard that he cheated on her. So I don't know if that's true or not. But the thing is that she probably changed her mind, because people can change their mind. So she probably didn't feel comfortable having a child with him, and she probably wasn't ready. And so she changed. She probably felt like she was ready to have a child with Jeezy. I don't think it was the money thing. I think she got her own money. But
so then she should move out the mansion.
I agree. She needs to move. I agree. She needs to move. Get your own place. And just co-parent, because you can't have people in the house. See, I like Jenny and I like Jeezy, but this is a thing. I'm trying to speed it up. He was wrong for saying he want privacy. Well, look, you put it out there, so we're gonna talk about it. And I can't remember if Jeannie spoke about it first. I can't remember, but the thing is that he was wrong, because when they went on the trip, when they went to go to her home country, that he was messy for filing a divorce after that. That wasn't right. That wasn't right.
It's deception.
Right. Exactly. And then you being married, y'all married for like 6 years, and you didn't see how her culture was, and then she didn't know that he had a lot of baby mamas. Like, come on, like you got to really ask questions. You need to ask questions. You need to make sure everything is intact before you even marry that person. That's it, and that's all, Diva.
Okay.
Come on, Denzel.
Okay, now.
Boom.
Boom. Sebastian, you're in the building. We're glad to see that all is well.
Oh, of course, all is well. Everything would always be well. No train can knock me out of my
Whoa, you better talk that.
equilibrium. No train can knock me out of my equilibrium. I am the descendant of defectors of communist governments. There's no way a train could knock me out.
Oh,
yes.
You better talk, honey.
I'm going to say this.
Yes.
It's great seeing all of you again today. Okay. So let's get to let's
we
get
can
to
still
this.
get lunch and talk about the gossip. Still love you, though.
We love you, Sebastian. We love you.
Let's go to this part.
Yeah, come on, let him talk. Let him talk. Come on.
I am glad we're doing Jeannie, because I feel as if this Jeannie story is becoming the new Jada Pinkett Smith story, where we got to hear it every single MFing day from her mouth or him. But you need to speak. Don't send for someone, and they won't come out too. Jeezy is absolutely entitled to his opinions. Jeannie Mai is clearly has commitment issues, in my opinion. I 100% do believe that she should teach her child whatever language she wants to teach her child, because I heard that was one of the issues that was going on, was her teaching Vietnamese. Listen, I speak 3 languages because I come from it's technically a multicultural family, so I speak 3 languages. So it's completely fine if she wants to teach her child Vietnamese. But Jeannie, I remember when you went on a tirade on Freddie. You were saying horrible things about Freddie. And Freddie's current wife had to come out and say, Freddie did not cheat on you. You cheated on him.
Oh my.
Last time I recall. You cheated on him. He couldn't stand it anymore. I don't blame him. He walked out. Now congratulations to Freddie. I think a couple of weeks ago, he had his 3rd child. Congratulations, Freddie. Within 4 years of divorcing that heifer of the name of Jeannie Mai.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Jeannie Mai is the problem in this situation. Yes, Jeezy has a past. Yes, his past could play into this, but it's mostly Jeannie, because there's a pattern with her as well that a lot of you guys are not even noticing.
Oh, we didn't know. Oh, what's her pattern?
The cheating.
Oh.
And there's rumors of her cheating again with someone this time who is a co-host of one of those shows that she partakes with, allegedly.
Right.
So I'm tired of this constant dragging of Jeezy. Yes, he has a past. Yes, hopefully, we always want to talk about the past, but we never say, let's hope for the better for the future. Let's hope that Monaco does get the love from her father. Let's hope that he does better with this child than he did with the past, in the passage circumstances. We always want to drag someone from the past. We have to focus on the future. And the thing is, there's a pattern with both of them. This is a toxic relationship. This is a pandemic relationship. And we've been seeing this more and more and more again. All these relationships that started and kindled during the pandemic are all starting to just fall apart. That's it. And I hope you all have a good night. I'm busy, so that's why I didn't call it earlier.
You busy.
Okay, you want me to stay? I can stay if you want.
Before you run, Sebastian,
oh, no, I'm staying. I'm not
before
running.
you run. You said that the black man should go get him, a woman of another culture. Well, Jeezy did. So now what, Sebastian? But hold on before you say anything. Lakeisha, I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. That anniversary trip was like an infomercial. You better talk about it. It was sponsored. Look up her video. She gets Star Jones wedding mania. She was focused on marketing their marriage for endorsements. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Not Star Jones.
Okay, I see E put something in the chat about them getting together for 6 years. Did they not get married during 2020? Because that's the last time I recall when Jeannie was with her engagement ring on the reel saying yes. Because, they were doing video things because that's how all the shows were during the pandemic.
But E point is that they were together before the pandemic. Maybe they got married in 2021, actually, but they were together before the pandemic. That's all E is trying to say to you. But what I'm saying to you is, and I want you to acknowledge, you told the men to go forget the black.
Well, Jeannie's American though. Jeannie grew up in American culture.
Oh, okay. Now we changing it. Okay.
It's the fact though.
Yeah, but what he has a problem with is her birth giving culture, and that's what he has a problem with. He has a problem with her speaking her language. So what are you saying though, Sebastian? Which one is it? Should the men go outside their culture and that's when they're gonna win?
Yes, he could still win. I'm not saying
he's not winning right now. He's leaving her just like he left the black girls.
He's left other Asian girl as well too.
And leaving another fatherless home.
Leaving another fatherless home. Sebastian, now Jeannie Mai is in the line with the other black sisters.
Well, that means he doesn't discriminate and treat them all equally.
You know, Sebastian, I could not with you. Wait, hold on now. I gotta let Denzel in the building. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
You mean the Don?
I mean Dustin. I'm sorry, Denzel. Thank you.
No, it's okay.
Dustin, your thoughts?
Can you hear me now, Diva?
Yes, I can.
All right. My thoughts are this. I like Jeannie Mai and whatever his name is. I like Jeannie Mai and I like both of them. But I also don't like that I hear that he is allegedly cheating on her. But I'm not gonna say he did it or he didn't do it. But I want to see proof.
He did it.
You got the proof?
Yeah.
He a dog.
I want to see the proof, and I want to see it with my own 2 eyes.
Tell him he hearing that 13.2 that you was talking about.
Okay. Choo choo.
Hey, come on, y'all. Let Dustin speak. Go ahead, Dustin.
Let me finish.
Oh,
I was a big fan of The Real.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of all talk shows.
Okay.
Now, I do support them being together.
Okay.
If they are or if they're not, what does it matter? As long as people are happy. If she's happy, if he's happy, that all that matters to me. So if they're divorced or they get a divorce, what's the matter? The matter is, as long as you're happy, that's what makes me happy.
They're not happy right now, Dustin.
She not happy because he leaving her with another baby.
Well, that's her fault, didn't it?
Whoa.
Oh no, Dustin.
Wait a minute. What?
He said, wow.
He said what he said.
Damn.
Dustin.
Hold on one second. Lakeisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Sebastian said abandoned black woman last night. Jeannie Mai is not black. Yeah, but he said abandoned the black woman. He told the black man to abandon the black woman and find him somebody outside in another culture.
No, that's not what I said. I said abandon the black American woman. I clearly said black American. I emphasized American, and you can go back to the timestamp of where I said it. I said American. Oh, sorry, there's a motorcycle near. I said American clearly there.
Ooh.
And
come on, get out of me together. Go ahead. American woman.
Yes, I clearly said that. I said the black American women, since they constantly want to bash us black men as if we're the problem every single effing time.
Well, he abandoned the black American women, and he's doing the same thing to their culture too.
Exactly.
Hold on one second, y'all. Lakeisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Black men abandoning their families equal opportunity, like the EEOC. Hashtag 13.2 million. Yes, Dustin. Clap back, LOL. Come on now,
choo,
Dustin.
Choo.
Come on, that's right. Choo choo. Okay.
Choo.
Diva.
Yes, the Don.
I just want to, Sebastian. You know, sometimes me and you agree on a lot of things, but this one, bro, I just can't, man. I don't care how many arguments or how. I just can't. It's always going to be a black woman for me. Always.
Well, amen.
My grandmother told me if she can't use her comb,
don't bring her home.
Yeah.
And I have stuck to that, you know, and that's just going to be my lot in life for the rest of my life. We can argue, we can fight, but it ain't nothing like in all ways.
Come on now,
of
always.
life. In all ways, waking up, going to bed like a black woman.
Well, come on now.
Amen to that.
But the Don, he didn't say he can't be with a black woman. He said black American women. There are plenty of black women all over the world. So he is starting an organization.
Well,
for all the men who want to go overseas.
Only black American women know how to season food correctly. So
that's not true.
Okay, hold on. Listen. All I want to say is holler to all the men that are okay with us black American women. Okay, listen. Don't throw us to the trash can. Don't throw us out, and don't leave us with your seed and leave a broken home. That's all I got to say. All right. So listen, Sebastian, like I said, I'm glad you still awake, breathing, because you was in quicksand. I guess somebody threw you a lifeline. I guess I appreciate them. Okay, holla. Let me move to this next story. You know, good luck to Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Now she know what she didn't know before. That she's one of them, one of us, or whatever. Because now, just like her daughter's siblings, she not going to know or see much of daddy either. Anyway, let's continue on. So let's go to how do you pronounce the name? Is this Lupita? You know, I feel bad for her too. Because she thought she had her a good man. Let me share this, okay? Let me share this screen right here. I love that movie, 12 Years a Slave. She played the heck out of that role. This girl can act. Okay, she was in, what was she in that movie? Was she in Get Out? Or what movie was
I think it's Us.
She was in Us, yeah. She said she no longer with her boyfriend.
And she was in Wakanda.
Yeah,
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda, that's her most famous role. Come on now, she's gorgeous. Beautiful skin. She had a boyfriend. She said, I can no longer trust him. Okay, he deceived her. She ain't go Instagram live with nobody in years of her acting. She went Instagram live with him. Now she had to swipe him clean off her Instagram. Said, I can't trust him. Okay, Lupita is coming clean. The Black Panther star who have been dating sports commentator, is his name Salima? Okay, it stated on Instagram Thursday that she is currently experiencing a season of heartbreak. They're breaking our hearts out there, Sebastian.
No, don't say our. Lupita is an African woman who was born in Mexico, and I love Lupita, and Lupita is a gold star. Oh, I love Lupita. I love Lupita.
Whatever, they're breaking our hearts, okay? No matter where she was born, African, American, Puerto Rico, Mexico, wherever, she still got her heart broken. While the actress acknowledged that there are much more important things going on in the world right now, she explained that she felt compelled to share personal truth and publicly disassociate myself from someone I can no longer trust. I find myself in a season of heartbreak because of a love suddenly and devastatingly extinguished by deception, she wrote. He deceived her. You see this, brother? If you see him out in the streets and he wants your number, run and don't look back. The Oscar winner went on to share that she decided to face the pain. Come on, girl, talk about face the pain. You better call Jeannie Mai. She said, I decided to face this pain despite being tempted to run into the shadows and hide. Come on, girlfriend. We know where you at right now. We done been there, done that. She said, I'm reminded that the magnitude of pain that I am feeling is equal to the measure of my capacity for love. Come on now. And so I'm choosing to face the pain, cultivating the courage to meet my life exactly as it is, and trusting that this too shall pass. Hold on right there, y'all. Can we get an amen in the chat? This too shall pass.
Amen.
Come on now.
Amen.
Boom. She said, I find myself in a season of heartbreak because of a love suddenly and devastatingly extinguished by deception. A lot of these men out there deceiving the people. Oh, me and my wife, we headed for a divorce. Then you find out there was never going to be a divorce. Oh, I only got one baby mama. Then you find out there was 7. Oh, I pay child support. Then you get a letter in the mail, they behind on their child support. The 12 years of a slave star 40 got candid about her situation in the hopes that the knowledge of my experience might be useful to someone out there that is experiencing the grip of heartbreak. She concluded the lengthy post with the hashtag breakup. She done. Her statement comes after photo surface of the Us actress with the newly single Joshua Jackson at Janelle Monáe's concert in Los Angeles Wednesday night. Ain't she gorgeous? Gorgeous. Look at that skin, flawless.
Yes. She is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Come on,
beautiful
girl,
black
stand
woman.
up. She said, I ain't gonna run and hide.
Yes.
Come on now. The Dawson's Creek alum recently separated from his wife for 4 years, Jodie Turner Smith. However, sources told TMZ that those two are just longtime pals. All right? So there he is. He deceived her. Broke her heart. She wiped her whole Instagram clean. Look at her. Come on, she's gorgeous. And he played with her. Broke her heart. And now she's trying to mend it back together piece by piece, day by day. The men out there deceiving his people. Yes, she is gorgeous. Beautiful skin. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
I love Lupita. She's gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
She's a beautiful black woman, and her ex, he looked like a deceiver. That picture you just showed, he looked like a deceiver.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad she, wiped all the pictures of him off her social media, and yeah, and she had to do what she had to do. Sometimes when you don't trust that person no more, yeah, you cutting them off. And I'm sorry that happened to her, and I'm praying for her. God bless Lupita. That's it.
Yeah, she gonna get her a good man.
Amen.
Trust, and that's not going to deceive her and break her heart.
Amen.
Amen. Dadon, what are your thoughts?
To all my ladies out there.
Okay, come on now.
This is a secret.
Uh-oh.
No matter how hard you try, no matter your will, no matter your guts, you cannot change a man. He's going to do what he's going to do. No matter how, what you think you're going to instill in him. You think that you're the one. And sometimes maybe you are.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Sometimes you might find a good one. But if it's embedded in him, he's going to do what he's going to do. But on the flip end, sometimes he's only going to do what he's allowed to do.
Woo! Y'all heard that?
We heard it, Diva.
Come on now.
We heard it.
I love you, the Dawn.
So,
you speak fast.
So you have to. I don't know exactly what happened in this situation, but Lupita, him being with his ex wasn't the first time.
Yeah.
And maybe you need to find some hood friends. Some girls that know how to pull up, or search those geotags on Instagram.
Yeah.
To find out where what you're not married to him, to find out where he's been.
Yes.
Both of you all are employed, and I'm pretty sure you're not with each other all the time. But just remember, you can't change him. He went back to what he was familiar with.
That's facts.
And it looks like he's been familiar the entire time you all were together.
Oh, good gosh.
And I've said this once. You only attract dogs when you drop and kibble.
Oh my God.
Wait, what did he say? You only attract what?
Dogs when you drop and kibble. Oh. You know what? You better.
He's speaking facts. He's speaking facts.
Y'all better throw that dog food out, ladies. Y'all better throw it out the window.
Stop accepting this BS. Stop it. You're worth more. Stop accepting it.
Amen
The
to
more
that.
you allow, the more he's gonna do.
Whew.
Amen to that, bro.
Y'all hearing this knowledge drop tonight? Y'all come on now.
Dropping kibbles.
Dropping kibble. Y'all better catch the word. The word was just given. We can actually close out the ceremony right now. That was
catch it. You better catch it.
Lakeisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Rejection is God's redirection for something better in your life. Stephen speaks. Come on now. Whew. Pull-up game. You better come on to the pull-up game. Come on, amen. Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits.
Ace, what are your thoughts?
So yes, thank you for answering my question, Don and Diva. Okay. So you know what? You're right. One thing that I learned from the Lori Harvey, Marjorie Harvey, situation,
right,
is that Marjorie looked her daughter Lori in the face, and they're both beautiful women.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
She said, "Remember that you are the prize." And when Lori went to her, she had a lunch date with her girlfriends. You guys can see it on Instagram. But she was like, "Remember, you are the prize. Women, we are the prize." In South Korea, they are having a whole birth strike or whatever. Their fertility, like they're on strike. Okay, in South Korea, you guys can look it up.
Right.
But the point is, women, we're the prize.
Come on now.
And I feel like so many of us, myself included, have forgotten that throughout the years. You know what I mean? But we are creative. We are curvaceous. We are beautiful. We create life. We're the only ones who can bring life into this world. I haven't had that blessing yet, but I'm praying that, it will come to fruition, hopefully.
Yes.
But to all those who are mothers on this panel, you are a blessing to all of us. Like, you are the prize. Like, we are the prize. And I feel like, men know that, and they're threatened by that. And that's why they always try to, like, not all, but those who are insecure try to diminish our light. And so you want to, distance yourself away from those, but go toward those who replenish your light, right? Who speak life, who love you. Like, we're the prize. So yeah, I'm grateful for, your platform, Diva, and this in this forum. But yeah, I feel like, Lupita, I hope that she has people who can speak life into her to remind her that she's the prize, because she is not only gorgeous, but she is talented, and she deserves so much better than someone treating her anything less than what she's worth.
Right.
Yeah, she's a beautiful, talented woman. Gorgeous, exactly. And she deserves a man who respects her and loves her for who she is.
Yeah. And not gonna play her.
Yes.
Yes. But you know what though? The fact, because some people they hold on. Come on now. You are the prize, and hold that prize, my Lord. And hold the prize. Yeah, come on now, Dadon. Thank you for speaking a word to us tonight, Dadon. Thank you.
Yes.
Amen. Julius, your thoughts?
If someone wants to be kept, they will be kept.
Come on
they
now.
will show you by the actions, and they will back it up by the words. This dude did not want to be kept any longer. So
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the breakup went really bad, so I am going to say this. I'm not going to speculate. I am going to keep that part to myself. But
Mm-hmm.
do not fight for someone that does not want to be kept. You do, this is what you do. You do your grieving, and then you wake up the next day and you say, I am a bad bitch. I know what I deserve, and it's not that. I am going to live my best life, modestly, of course. But as I say to the masses, living your best life is the best revenge because folks with others helping the relationship end think they got ahead of the game, but when they see you shine and you're living in your glory, and when that new person comes around, that's when they realize what it is that they lost. So, I close with this like I started. Don't fight for someone who does not want to be kept. When someone wants to be kept, they will show you by the actions and back it up by the words. I yield back.
Thank you. Sebastian.
I'm here. So, Lupita, I
Uh-huh.
love Lupita. Lupita is a good, great actress,
Mm-hmm.
great everything. She's Africa's one. She's on Africa's Forbes top 50 most inspirational women in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Lupita is an icon. She's a queen. Okay, Lupita's a queen, and I
Mm-hmm.
love her so much. And she does a whole bunch of things that I just love on Instagram, etc. And you're like going through them right now. I
Mm-hmm.
love Lupita. Lupita's an icon, and I hope one day she finds someone who she's happy with, who she's great with. And she's been through too much. She had to sit through that whole slapping situation at
Oh
the
my God.
Oscars. That's when I knew the thing wasn't a skit, when I saw her face, because she was shook. I love Lupita.
Mm-hmm.
Lupita and her she advocates for so many things. Oh, Lupita, God bless you, Lupita. God bless you, Lupita. And you will definitely have your day one day.
She definitely will. She definitely will. Dustin, your thoughts? Dustin, are you
Kim,
there? Go ahead.
my thoughts are this: I want everybody.
Dustin, are you still there?
Did you hear what I said?
You gotta drop out and come back in, Dustin. You sound robotic, okay? Drop out and come right back in. Let me go to Felicia. Felicia, your thoughts?
Lupita is a queen. She's a princess. She's talented. She's smart. She's friendly.
Mm-hmm.
She's giving. She's generous. She's loving. But she doesn't have good taste in choosing a partner.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that man approached her in that orange suit, she should have ran. And I mean, run real fast. There is nothing in any photograph you showed of that man that looks like that's something that she should even think to talk to. I don't care who his father is. But sometimes we get lonely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on, okay, come on, talk. Okay, come on now, talk, Felicia.
Yeah.
You're telling the truth. Come on now,
Right?
talk. You're
Look
telling
at everything that she is.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably rarely ever gets asked out because she's so beautiful, because she's so good, because she is so well known around the world. Look at these photos you're showing of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men are really intimidated by
Uh-huh.
beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
So this short, fat, round man in an orange suit shows up and says hi on a plane or some nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And she's probably like, finally somebody sees me.
Yeah. Come on, you talking tonight. Come on, Felicia. Yes. You talking truth.
And she gives him a chance.
Uh-huh.
And there probably were red flags, orange flags, but I'll see. And then when she probably did know the truth, she was already in.
Yeah, locked and loaded.
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And then she allowed herself to get her heart broken by that big fat pork chop in an orange suit.
Not the pork chop.
Did you see that picture you put up there?
Not the pork chop, not the orange suit.
Leave my pork chop alone.
She said big fat pork chop.
Yes, talk bad about pork chops. I don't eat pork.
Oh God. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let you finish, Felicia, but hold on. Lakeisha, thank you for the super chat. Miss Felicia says what we're thinking, but afraid to say LL love her. We love her too. Go on, Felicia. Come on, finish talking to us ladies out here because you saying a word.
Well, it's true. We get lonely. And people don't, men don't generally approach you in a woman that beautiful.
Gorgeous.
They rarely ever do. So he was brave enough and he spoke to her and just said, you know, I'd like to have a relationship, but he wasn't the one. And I'm so glad he wasn't the one and that she moved on.
Yeah.
And, you know, the light's going to come back in and she's going to find someone who really appreciates her and likes her.
Yes.
And wants to build a life with her. But, you know, ladies, no, that man wasn't the man. He wasn't the one. No. And I'm glad he's gone. Good.
Yeah, look at her. Just gorgeous. I mean, I don't care if she got hair, bald head, whatever. She's gorgeous.
Absolutely.
She is a gorgeous woman.
Yeah. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Okay, so Diva, you know, the last few days we done had a lot of bad men on these panels we've been talking about. And I'm convinced that this is the year of the Decepticons, okay?
Oh, shoot.
And I want them to rile up these Decepticons that are ruining and wreaking havoc in our lives and making us black queens have to work even harder to tilt our crown and put it back up there. I need them Decepticons to go to another planet, their own island, okay? And they can take these trash women with them, okay? And they can take them on that island and they can just mess each other lives up since they already trash. Let's have the day of the queens, okay? We're not going to lower our crowns, tilt our crowns just to make you feel like you are worthy. We are going to stand in our grace, in our worth, and we're going to know that we deserve. And we're not going to take this no more. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I really am. And what you said, Eve, 13.2? All 13.2 million of them can go to their own island, okay?
That's right.
Come on now. She better go ahead with that beauty. You better come through, honey. Come through. E, your thoughts?
In my opinion, I want to piggyback off of what she said. I will acknowledge this. Sebastian said that Lupita is not Black American. He is correct. Lupita is Kenyan and Mexican. So not only are the Black men contaminating the Black American women with their penis pollution, but they're taking their show on the road. No, they're taking this show on the road for a world tour. Watch out, Mexico, and watch out, Kenya. There are men in America who were born in America and were born by Black American women, young and old. They want us to believe that Black women outside of this country where they were born and raised are a better fit for them than the women who have birthed them and raised them and supported them and marched for their freedom to protect them when they didn't have the gumption and strength to fight for their own rights. They say Black women outside of America will treat these Negroes better than us. Black women outside of America will love these bastards more than you. And the reason they are perpetuating this propaganda is because it drives competition and it keeps their options open. And they have the nerve to walk around and convince us, the ones with the vaginas, that these mentally delayed and emotionally deficient by design, because they are deficient by design emotionally, that these human beings are the prize. No, it's just like, I believe it was, if it wasn't Savannah, it was Miss Felicia. The woman is the prize. But see, it gets so warped because these men with these black mothers, some of them have convinced these boys that they are the prize. No, that's twisted, baby. That's really twisted. Science teaches us that women mature faster than men. Girls mature faster than boys, but somehow we abandon what science and experience have shown us via our ancestry, via YouTube, and via our spiritual scriptures that even with these men and their lying lips that they can lead us, although they mature slower than us and are less educated. Statistics show that. So, ladies, we must keep in mind these black men who are driving this narrative of fleeing the country to find women of different cultures. These are the same black men who will walk past an elderly or disabled woman in the grocery store and see her struggling to reach for a can of food on the top shelf and keep on walking and say, that ain't my problem. These are the same black men who will sit in their living room and play Xbox and PlayStation with their homeboys and listen to them call women garden tools and female dogs. And they will listen to their friends brag about gaslighting other women and they're cheating and they're lying and everything, all of that. Okay. And they won't once tell their brother, their cousin, their friend, their uncle, their father, their son that they are wrong with the way that they are treating females. These are the same black men that the county enforcement officers are looking for because there's so many babies who are being fed by food stamps and live in Section 8 housing. But I suppose these single mothers must have gotten impregnated like Mary through the power of the Holy Spirit and without sexual intercourse, because the single mother ratio is so high, but black men who claim to not have any children is even higher. These are the same black men. That's what we need to realize, the same black men. And here's a concept. When we wonder why Black American women are so loud when it comes to the failures and inabilities and disappointments of the dirty puddle, which will go down in history as the greatest accomplishment of some of these black men. Remember, the reason we women are so loud and so strong and so firm in our stance regarding the vulnerable space that black men have left the black woman in, it's because the good black men in our community, the ones who are great husbands, faithful husbands, honest husbands, good dads, men who are physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially present, a lot of those men are not strong or loud enough to condemn the overwhelming amount, 13.2 million of them who are doing wrong. If more black men police other black men the way they try to police black women, the way they try to police the way we ask for child support and police the way we get pregnant, then we wouldn't have to have this problem and come and speak out. Because if men were holding other men accountable, I wouldn't have to come up here and say a damn thing.
Whoop. There it is. Okay. Boom. Dustin, your thoughts? Dustin, are you there? Because I have a final thing I want to show. One last call for Dustin.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Yeah, I was just about to say that the live has been a good live. I'll see you guys on Monday.
All right. Thank you, Dustin. All right, guys. I have one last thing I want to show. And this last thing I want to show, we're not going to talk about it. I just want to show it because this is the power of believing in yourself, not giving up, and understanding that it doesn't matter where you start. It just matters where you finish. Now, let me make sure I have this video here, and I want us to watch this. It's a great video. Hold on one second.
Their hustle didn't stop.
Water boys in the hood. This the culture of them, like selling water. One of my best friends told me about it. That's what he was doing, selling waters. You got it or you don't. Yeah. It can't be on you, it gotta be in you.
From Buckhead to the west side, it's been 9 years since Amir started selling water bottles.
Well, when I first came a water boy, I was probably like 7, 8 years old. And I was with 3 of my friends. I was like, we should go sell water.
Serge and Makai joined in, making it their after-school activity.
My first day when I made my first money, I was happy. Like, I just went back every day. Since then, I was addicted. Like, I ain't just left. I always been addicted for it.
That day was a wonderful day.
No, I was just doing it. Like, once I sold the first case, like, it was just like, I seen it. Like, it was no stopping. Like,
Man, yeah, man.
Here, the street corner sales game is nothing new. Filmmaker Greg Williams has documented footage like this of the water boys over the last few years.
Selling water is an Atlanta thing. It's a hustle. Even when I first came down in 2012, it was a thing like, hey, you ain't got any money? Go sell some water. I used to do it in front of the club. Like, it was an Atlanta thing.
How much does that one case like cost you, and then how much profit would you normally make out
like
of it?
$4-5, but I be the made like 200, 300. Like, I make a good profit out of water. Like, if I just get one case, I might be set for the whole day. That's how I always had that mentality about water.
Ever since I just started going to that same little corner by myself. And once I just started moving, I'm like, this corner ain't making enough money for me. I'm finna go to Midtown, Buckhead, where the money be at.
They hustle so hard to provide.
Tell me about just what you've observed from the passion that's in their heart.
Some of these boys know the situations they in. They know where they come up from, and they go for what they know. It's survival mode. So in that survival mode, I feel like selling water is a thing that, like, as it relates to the exchange and commerce, it's a perfect profit margin flip. Like, it makes sense on the business end. But if you starving at home or you really like taking care of the family, that's an easy way to do something that you don't get in trouble for.
And is their hustle bigger than just the bottles?
It's way bigger than just bottles. Their hustle, Water Boys story is bigger than just a bottle because it's just what it is. It's a life resource. Water is a life resource. Everybody needs water to live.
How my life was going, like, we were struggling, mom struggling, so it was just like, I got to go provide, at least help my family or for myself. It feel good to help your mom struggling, like, or your little brothers and sisters buy something from the store. It just feel good to just help back, give, like, to do something. Feel good. So.
And I can better my family life and make sure my little sister, my little brother, never had to do what I had to do, have to run those streets to find this, to find the money, to do this. Like, basically, I wouldn't say no handout, no bird to feed, but basically that's how I wanted to be for them. They don't have to ask nobody for nothing. They don't have to, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all they like already set for them.
The story of it's just a kid trying to survive the circumstances. That's the story of a black youth in Atlanta.
It just make me feel good. I can buy my mama some, my brother some. I can buy my family some, and it won't hurt me.
Most water boys grow up fast based on circumstances bigger than them.
When you get this age, you want to be grown. Like, when you really want to be grown, like, that will come with being grown. Like, you want to be grown. Like, you really got to go, like, make sure everything for you. Like, it ain't no more mama, daddy. Can't depend on them. Like, it was just like, had to depend on myself. Like, you want to be grown, so you got to be grown. You got to take care of yourself.
What sets this trio apart from the other water boys, they transitioned from making street sales to building a brand.
Yo, man, Water Boys in the Hood, man. We started our own clothing line for selling water, man.
The black youth in Atlanta made their own rules because there wasn't many adults giving them valuable advice. It might be some advice, but they're young, but they're not dumb. They know when you have ulterior motives as an adult, and I feel like that's what prompts them to make their own rules.
That's how the brand Water Boys in the Hood was born. It's a pathway of turning their hustle into a business. From hoodies, hats, t-shirts, and branded bottles, their energy has shifted to think bigger.
Water Boys in the Hood, they selling merch out here, you understand that? And, you know, they run a legitimate business, man, and I support that.
What does Water Boys in the Hood represent? What do you hope that it stands for as a collective?
Young entrepreneurs who are selling water and started their own brand, or who translated from selling water into a brand that can provide for them.
What did that moment really show about Black youth in Atlanta?
It showed that black youth in Atlanta, that they're the future. You know how to say it takes a village? It's a real thing.
As a former water boy himself, Greg Williams knows that the difference between a bust and business is mentorship.
Just tell them like, yo, it's a different way you can do this.
We got our own water, our own brand of waters. My big brother Greg came with the brand, and his brother made the logo for us, and he just put it on there. And once he did that, I just been locked in with the brand ever since.
If water is a life resource, what do the boys need to nourish their mind and their imagination?
Education. Water is a life resource, so in that sense, I feel like education is a thing that they can nourish their minds and their mindset.
I was just a full-time water boy, so showed me how to sell, like how to get shirts, how to make them. Like,
we water boys. You know we water boys. All we had to do was add this in the hood. Everybody call us water boys already.
As their clothing brand and LLC grows, they're now visiting water plants to learn about water distribution.
We have good stuff going on right now. We got our own brand of water and stores right now.
It showed me as I go look, basically like when I started selling my hats and all my merchandise, I got more support than selling water. You see what I'm saying? It was like, oh, these boys doing something good for themselves. They got their own clothing brand. Started out selling water.
A notorious brand is really Atlanta youth's way of finding a way.
my dream is to be like successful, so I don't have to work as hard at work and just give back. And I'll be like free, like just life, like living free, like just happy.
We said on this channel before, Felicia always says it, right? The youth are supposed to be loved and protected. And somebody else said that education is the key. You got to give it up for these boys who they had a deficit in their home, right? Lakeisha, thank you so much for all the super chats tonight. I truly, truly appreciate you for supporting me always, and everybody else for always supporting me. I really appreciate y'all. I really do. This is amazing. My heart is full watching this. So was mine. And I felt the need to close out with this because you have so many people out there doing the wrong thing. They started out with nothing, with absolutely nothing, and they sold that water. Then they came up with their own brand that is now in stores. But did you see that young brother coming out the high school? He graduated. You see that they went to visit the water plant so they could figure out how to distribute their own water. And they came with their own clothing line. And one brother made the logo for them. And then they started putting if you want to do something in this world, you can do it. It's up to you. It's up to you. I got 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds. I will cut you off because I got to go. Just 60 seconds. What do you want to say about these boys? Okay, I'm going to give E a second. Okay, Felicia, 60 seconds.
I am so moved. God be with them.
Yes.
May He continue to make the way for them.
Amen.
So that they can see the light, they can get themselves educated, they can continue to provide for their families and have healthy families of their own. I'm just moved with joy and pride. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you, Felicia. Yes. Julia, 60 seconds. Are you there? I'm going to move on. All right. Dustin, 60 seconds. Are you okay?
I want to know if where I can get their water from.
Yeah, I have to look into that.
I would like to support them.
Yeah, you know what, Dustin, I will look into it. Thank you. I'm proud of these boys. In my opinion, 60 seconds.
And when you find that, David, send me the link, please.
I definitely will.
Thank you.
Thank you. In my opinion,
it's so nice to see kids that are trying to make a difference in their lives, and I am so thankful for them. I hope that they keep on going and they persevere and they make it to their dreams, because let me tell you, everybody had a dream. Um, and that's where it starts from. You have a dream and you build on that dream. So I hope that these boys have the persistence and the wherewithal to keep on dreaming, to keep on pushing forward, and to make their dreams a reality.
Yes, thank you. In my opinion, I appreciate you. Tanya, you are right. It just goes to show you how you can do anything when you have a dream and a drive to be better and do better. You better talk that talk. That's facts. Aces, your thoughts?
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Okay, it's in the voice of Sister Mary Clarence.
Oh, come on now.
Come on now. And Sister Act 3 is coming out. But no, I'm so proud of these young men who are being entrepreneurs and who are starting a business for themselves, because even though they're starting small, selling water, that can build to growing their own empires and other facets of business. So yes, shout out to all of them. And yeah, I can't wait till Sister Act 3 drops, because I love the movie, I love the message. But yeah, I'm really proud of these young men starting their own business.
Yeah, so am
Thank you. Yes, exactly. Pay attention.
Denzel, your final words?
Yeah, that was awesome to see. Those young black men, got their own business, and I mean young black men, and it was good to see, and I hope we can see more of that. And God bless them, and they doing the right thing. Support black businesses, and thank you for sharing that, Diva. I love you, Diva, and I love y'all, and y'all have a blessed night.
Yes,
we love you, Denzel. We love you.
Good night, everybody. Listen, if you didn't hit the like button coming in, hit it on the way out. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see y'all next time tomorrow night for Friday night trending topics. Love y'all. Good night and goodbye.
Good night, everybody.